where our life is now, people. We understand to move the pepperoni before we cook the pizza. We are dialed in, okay?
You have to overthink everything.
This is called our A game. This is called our A game. Knowing that we have to move the pepperoni before we cook the pizza.
I think that's A game.
That is A game. I think I would have been mad if you'd have told me that you'd wake up in the morning and your kids are like, I want French fries. I want pizza. But it's so funny.
It is funny.
Like
I just handed him a waffle, and he was like, more pizza? I was like, okay, I'll give you pizza. Then I give him pizza. So he has a waffle and pizza on his plate. And then he said French fries. And I don't have any French fries right now.
Yeah, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. So
I don't really want to put any French fries in the air fryer right now.
It is pretty funny to hear his little voice going, more pizza? French fries?
Well, and he's so picky about his food. Like, he has what he wants in his head. Like, yesterday I tried to give him mini pancakes. He will eat the frozen regular pancakes, but he won't eat the mini. He thinks it's gross.
He knows brands.
I know.
I mean, brands. You can give him very similar foods, and he'll like, and look at you like, oh, that's not the brand.
Well, he's actually very picky about pancakes. So if I make homemade pancakes,
which is so dumb to be picky about, right? Of anything.
I know. They all pretty much taste the same. If I make the kids homemade pancakes like out of the box, he will not eat them. He'll look at it like what is it called?
I don't know.
Not investigate it, but
analyze it. That's
he's
kind of an investigation. Yeah.
He's like flipping it, touching it, smelling it, and then he'll be like, nope. He'll just throw it on the floor.
Yeah. Well, it's.
I vacuum like 5 times a day. There's crumbs everywhere.
Yeah, the French fry and the pizza kick that he's on right now is really hilarious. We posted some new reels yesterday on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, I think, showing what it takes to even get this kid like lunch pizza, like what all goes through that. It's pretty funny. You can go to dailyautism.com, and then the link to all of our socials are there, whatever socials you're on, dailyautism.com.
He's really picky about food, though. Like now this pizza thing, like it has to have like a good crust.
It's got to have a crunch.
Yes.
And the cheese has to be good because that Totino's junk that
he won't eat it anymore.
But he used to love it.
Love it.
Love it. Like, I mean, he saw that package come out and he would start flapping.
Yeah. Like now he'll just throw it on the floor.
Don't give it. Well, and he changed what he would ask for. For a while, he would say pizza, but then he'd go, no, yummy pizza.
Which means crust.
Which means not Totino's.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
funny. I want yummy pizza.
And like he's obsessed with Uncrustables, but if you made him a peanut butter and jelly, no way. He's not going to eat it.
Yeah. But he'll call that peanut butter and jelly, the Uncrustable.
Yeah.
But if you actually give him a peanut butter and jelly, he'll be like, nope, he'll throw it on the floor.
And that thing is loaded with peanut butter and jelly. It's like pretty thick in there.
I'm glad they didn't have those when I was a kid because I'd probably have gained another 100 pounds. Those things are good, man.
I've never eaten one, but they look good.
And you know what?
It's packed with stuff.
Yeah, and you know what they're good for? I'm just going to say it right now. Tired or lazy parents. Because I got to tell you, my mom made me a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That sounds like an easy thing to make. It's a little bit of a process to make peanut butter and jelly. It takes a second.
Yeah, and then the peanut butter is stuck on the silverware.
Well, yeah, you got to spread the peanut butter evenly, right? You don't want to rip yourself off, and then so whatever. But it just, I'm so glad I didn't have these when I was a kid because I bet I was thinking even college kids, I bet they load their freezer up with those things.
I'm sure they do. Like what is it? Top ramen in college?
Yeah,
ramen noodles.
No, now that talk about taking a long time. Forget it.
Yeah, the Uncrustables.
Oh my God, that's easy. Another 20, 30 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, you get hooked on those.
He used to eat those Go-Gurts. He doesn't eat them anymore.
Yeah, and that was a good way for him to get calcium. But yeah, he does not eat those anymore.
No.
It all changes. Tomorrow will probably be different. But
he really eats a handful of things. Like his snacks of choice are Chex Mix, Funyuns, veggie straws, puff corn, Pirate's Booty.
I forgot we were going to do Funyuns Friday, and we're going to give away a bag of Funyuns.
Oh, let's
to somebody
do it.
on our social media. We'll start next Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, because I wrote something once about how people were like, well, describe autism. And I was like, yeah, I will. Funyuns for breakfast. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, who does that? But that's what he does. Like, that's Funyuns. They're plenty of mornings where he wants a bag of Funyuns for breakfast.
It's true.
Yeah, so I thought we would do a thing called Funyuns Friday, which sounds like a horrible old school radio bit.
Yeah.
And that's where I got it from, I'm sure. It just
Then you can go get a Slurpee at 7-Eleven.
Oh man,
Coke
I used to
Slurpee.
dip my Funyuns right in that Coke Slurpee. Oh, it was so good. See, that's why
We don't even let our kids have Coke Slurpees
no
because the caffeine.
we eat really good. Like
Besides Cal's pizza for breakfast.
no, Cal isn't.
Cal's his own character.
Yeah, we can't.
He's his own section.
No, but I mean, we say that, and then all of a sudden he'll be like broccoli, hummus. And then for dinner, he'll eat a whole thing of broccoli and a whole thing of hummus.
Yeah, he loves raw broccoli, steamed broccoli anyway.
Yeah, that's the broccoli thing's weird. He loves it.
I know, and he usually likes strong flavors, but broccoli does have like a
oh my god
strong taste.
Yeah, start steaming broccoli and then walk into the house. It smells horrible.
I know it does.
It smells horrible.
Oh, my eyes are like half open.
It smells like after you eat a bunch of asparagus and you pee. Like,
oh gosh,
and that's horrible.
Yeah, it's very good for you though.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds weird that we give them pizza for breakfast, but you truly have to give them what they're asking for, or like we've talked about before, like you feel like they'll shut down or something. It's scary.
Oh, it is. And then he used to, like, if he wasn't getting enough attention, he would try to fill his mouth up with food because he knew that we were worried about him choking. And
yeah, so we've actually stopped giving him like blueberries,
no more
like
blueberries.
a whole bunch at one time.
Yeah.
Like, we only give him a couple. He would literally have a mouthful of blueberries like a chipmunk.
Or raspberries he would do that with.
And try to talk, and then like you're scared to death he's gonna choke.
Yeah.
And you just want him to spit it out.
Yeah.
You know?
But he started realizing
That's seeking.
Yeah, but he started realizing we got concerned and we were saying the word choke, like you're gonna choke. That's another thing we sort of learned, like don't necessarily say out loud what you're worried about because he might pick up on it and go, oh, you're worried about that? Okay, I'll remember that. I'll remember that you're worried about it, and that way if I want attention, I'll do it because I know you're worried about it.
Yep. He
picks right up on that.
The attention seeking is real. And it happens every day in some form.
Yeah. What was the other thing I wanted to get to today? It was about the oh god, I'm drawing a total blank.
Well, anyways, remember
we did go to a beach bar last night.
Yeah.
Which was awesome, and well, it's always awesome.
Yeah. Once you have a kid that's old enough to babysit, it's awesome. You don't have to pay him.
Melissa had a much better time than I did. She was ready when we got home. She was out.
Oh,
she was donezo.
We didn't even have that much.
I didn't say we did. You were out. You were ready to go. It's also freezing. Well, the whole country's cold right now, but it's awful.
I know. It really is. Remember how we were talking about like literal things, how kids with autism, like you can't say metaphors and stuff?
Yeah, like raining cats and dogs, you can't say it because they think that it will rain cats and dogs.
Right. And I just read this article, and it's simple things like saying to your teenage kid, please do the dishes. And then the mom's like, you didn't do the dishes. I told you to do it. And he's like, you didn't say pots and pans. You said the dishes.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
And then like it says, like the grandma said, how do you make eggs? And the kid's like, first you start with a chicken.
Yeah. I can see
and then
that.
What planet do you live on? I live on Earth. You know, like it's like crazy stuff like that. And I just have one more.
I don't know where
because
this
you
came.
don't think about this stuff.
I don't know where this. It was like, all right, we're going to talk about these crazy autism foods, and now
because I just read this morning, I've got a frog in my throat, and then the kid's actually like looking in the mom's throat.
That's pretty good. that is pretty funny. Like it is different, man. It is different. Like, and you have to Here's the thing. It's the overthinking. Now, like every time we do something, we're like, hold on. What if that happens? What if this happens? Should we do it like this? Or maybe we should change our mind. Or maybe what will he think? Or what? I mean, it is like, oh, it's the mental. It's just the mental. Even like locks all over our doors. I think I put that in one of the Instagram reels yesterday.
Yeah.
Like having to put these locks everywhere and just everything is. Some days you don't think about it, but then other days you like take a little walk around your house and you'll just like literally walk around your house and I'll look around and I'll go, oh man, this is nuts.
I got tired of him breaking through baby gates, and then I don't want him in the bathroom because first of all, he would get something like the toothpaste cap and put it in his mouth. Like he's going to choke, you know? And he's 4.5, but again, he's like a 2-year-old. So I tried to prevent that, so I just decided to put locks on the outside of the door. So he can have more freedom without the gates, but then he can't get to where He wants to go.
But he knows now that that's what those locks do because he'll point at him. He'll point at him and he'll go, open, open.
Yeah.
So he knows. Like that was one of the Instagram reels yesterday. Was him trying to get in the door, and he knows like the door handle will open the door, but now he knows that lock is what's holding it in place, and he obviously can't reach it. So that was the whole point. But it's just so crazy, like, everything you have to do, and it's funny to talk about this right after we talk about the foods, right? Because this is everyday stuff. It's like the crazy foods has to be prepared the exact way he wants. Make sure all the doors are locked inside. Your inside doors, like,
right.
That's not 99% of America. It's like, yeah, you keep your outside doors locked, of course, right? That's just what people do. Even though down here in Florida, there are people leave their doors open, like physically open all the time. Like,
I know.
their doors are just always open.
Yeah.
But it's just, for us, even the interior is like a whole nother world in itself. And the kids have had to get used to it. The 4 other kids, they've had to get all used to it.
Yeah, but he would break into Tyler's room, so Tyler likes it, So the locks are on the outside of the doors, but obviously they're not locked from the outside if somebody's in there. But now when Tyler leaves his room, he can lock the door, and he likes it.
Yeah. We're going to have a thing today because the kids have baseball and football. The girls play flag football today, and Trey has baseball. And he has heard them talking about football yesterday. I was talking about it with him.
Yeah.
And I heard him go, football? And he knows he goes to his football in the game in his little red wagon, and he loves it. He really enjoys watching football.
Yeah, he has his snacks and his stickers and Play-Doh.
But
and it's the whole production.
It's way too cold and windy, so he can't go today. And
so he's going to have a meltdown.
He hasn't figured that out yet. But he's going to figure it out when they all get dressed and get their uniforms and get all their gear on.
So I can tell you what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I have to go drop off the girls because you're already going to be at the field with Trey. And we're going to drive up. And we're going to drop the girls off, and then he's going to freak out when we leave.
That he doesn't get out.
Freak out.
Yes.
It's going to be awful.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm going to do?
He's going to scream,
Go get him French fries.
Oh, that's a good one. And today's a great French fry day. It's freaking 40-some, 50, it's probably 50 degrees, windy as hell. It's awful. It's a great hot French fry day.
It is.
But which fries are you going to get him? Because, again, this goes back to he knows brands.
I'm going to get him Wendy's fries.
Oh, it's on the way home, too.
Yep.
I see what you did there.
I have it all planned out.
I see what you did there. It's pretty good.
No, but with him liking foods like a certain way, he knows how he wants like his peanut butter toast cut. You don't know that. So sometimes you have to make it like 3 times.
Guy on Facebook yesterday, same thing happened.
Oh, really?
With toast. Yeah, he had to do, I think he put a picture up, and there was like 7 or 8 different pieces of toast in the trash.
Oh my.
But they were all cut different ways. Like, he's like, look at all these shapes and design. Finally, he's like, finally, I figured out exactly what he wanted, and he ate it.
Oh my gosh.
It is, man. It's like, when you deal with toast or sandwiches, it's geometry. You're playing geometry. It's what shape do they want at that moment in time, Yep.
It's,
I don't know. Maybe the Uncrustables thing about being round. Maybe he likes that instead of having the edges. I mean, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
Maybe.
There was a guy last night on one of our it was on our Facebook channel, and I did a thing yesterday. Cal asked for pizza. Well, it's a tombstone, and it was pepperoni, and there's pepperoni all over it. Well, before you cook that pizza, you better move the pepperoni. Because if you try to move that pepperoni after you cook the pizza, you're going to see those holes, and he's going to see them, and he's not going to eat it. He'll go, no.
I know.
Like,
he's on his last piece of cheese
pizza. This is where our life is now, people. We understand to move the pepperoni before we cook the pizza. We are dialed in, okay?
You have to overthink everything.
This is called our A game. Knowing that we have to move the pepperoni before we cook the pizza.
I think that's A game.
That is A game.
That was good.
Well, that's part of the deal, man.
I got him an ice cream cone the other day. I was talking about in one of our podcasts, and you have to lick the ice cream. You wouldn't do it because you don't want, I don't know, you just wouldn't lick the ice cream. But it's falling off, so I have to lick it off. So I'm like, do you want mommy to help you? And he's like, yes. So I bit the top off to make it smaller so I can start licking around the edges.
Ugh.
So it's not gonna drip. And then he was so mad because I took the top off. Then he was crying and refused the ice cream cone. So I had to take a spoon, take the top off of Austin's, and put it back on his, and then he was happy.
Yeah.
This is stuff I don't even talk to you about.
Yeah, ice cream went away for a minute too. That was a major kick.
Ice cream cones.
I would say aside from pizza and French fries, which is the current kick, that one lasted a long time. I remember that. That was like the original quarantine.
Yeah.
Where everybody was home. Everybody was home. Schools were closed.
Yeah, you were the only one grocery shopping then.
Yeah, and that was. I would say he had 2 a day during the major quarantine. It was hot as hell.
Yeah, he loved it.
We were in the pool all day, every day, which was awesome.
With some bush light.
A lot of bush lights, a lot of bushers. That was fun. That was crazy. That was, I don't know, it's crazy. That was fun. That was different.
Yep.
But you talk about, yeah, I don't know.
Well, when you say ice cream, like he only likes plain ice cream. So he likes vanilla. He likes chocolate. He does like Neapolitan. But if you give him cookies and cream, chocolate chip,
he thinks it's a mistake.
No, he wants to pick it out.
I know, that's what I mean.
He was not happy with it.
No,
he likes plain ice cream.
Yeah,
Everything's a certain way.
You hear this in the autism world, like they don't. There's actually special plates you can buy where the foods won't touch.
Yeah,
well,
he has a little section plate.
Yeah,
yeah.
But things like that, like cookies and cream. By the way, I think hands down one of the best ice creams.
Yeah, he
ever.
does not like it.
He's not, because he thinks it's like, oh, the cookies fell in the ice cream. That's a mistake. So he tries to get them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But give him a cookie and next to it vanilla ice cream, he'll love it.
Love it.
But don't smash them all together. But if he wants to smash them all together, that's fine. He tried to do that yesterday. He was playing with his Play-Doh, and he took, what did he do?
Cucumber.
A cucumber. And he smashed it all in to the Play-Doh.
Yeah.
He was never going to eat the cucumber. We knew that. But the fact that he wanted to roll it into his Play-Doh, it's just gross.
You know what's crazy? Like, he loves French fries, but he won't eat mashed potatoes, baked potato, none of it.
Yeah.
He won't even try mashed potatoes.
I think you sauteed potatoes the other morning?
Recently, yes. And I called it a French fry. And he did take a bite.
Yeah, I was a little weirded out that you called that a French fry because it doesn't look anything like it. But he did take a bite.
Yeah.
He did.
Well, I like roasted them in the oven. I got them crispy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Like, it was like a crispy little cube.
Yeah.
And I said it was a French fry. But he said it was good.
Yeah. I
don't know that I'll do that again.
I mean, but listen, those are days where you're like, okay, you're open to something, maybe some new things. It's weird, though. It's like, I don't ever see him eating a taco.
No.
Which is like, oh, man.
Oh, I love tacos.
Yeah, it's like you're missing out on tacos. You know, I don't ever see him having a taco, a cheeseburger.
No.
Those are just things that it's weird. It kind of like, in my mind, a mushroom cloud goes off. Like, there's no way I think he eats any of that stuff. It's just, there's too much going on in those foods for him to understand what it is.
Yeah.
There's just too much going on.
The craziest thing is we go out to eat at a restaurant and I have to pack him his own food. He doesn't eat what's at the restaurant. I bring him Funyuns. I bring him an Uncrustable.
Yeah.
And something else. So he has his little food and he doesn't want anyone else's.
Yeah. I'm wondering what the next, like his favorite restaurant, not his favorite restaurant, the only restaurant he goes to now is Mike's Pizza.
Yeah.
Because that's where he's comfortable with the pizza. You know what's funny?
And he will eat the pizza there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That's how he says
That's what he says.
Oh, yes.
Cal, do you want to go to Mike's Pizza? Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, my God. I almost spit my coffee.
I know you did. God.
This morning he said, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can't drink this yet.
And then he goes, Cal, we're going to go to football. Okay. Okay. He says it almost like it was his idea first.
Oh,
like, okay.
He's funny.
Well, we got off on a food tangent, but that was good. We wanted to do one anyway, an episode on just all the crazy foods and habits, and I think we've kind of touched on this before, but it was good to talk about that because it is a I won't say it's a stress, but it is. Well, hell yeah, it's a stress. It is a stress. Like, we're shopping for things right now and having to understand how to put things together in the kitchen that we never would have imagined before.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, well, here we go. And the other thing is it can change in a second where he might be like, nope, I just don't want that anymore. That kick is over. Like, I'm done. And it takes a while to actually figure that out.
Yeah, he goes through phases with it.
Yeah.
I feel like he's in and out with Chex Mix a lot. And you can only buy like the traditional Chex Mix. You can't buy like the bold or there's different flavors. You
They
can't
have a
do
bold. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even understand that bold. I don't get it. It's just the taste. I haven't
that.
had
I don't know. I haven't had it either.
it. It looks the damn same to me. Like, I don't see the difference. They slap bold on the package and they charge you an extra 14 cents.
It's a black bag instead of a blue bag.
I know. It's really dumb. Like, it's so dumb.
Well,
Sometimes it's the only thing left at the grocery store. Sometimes they only have the bold and they're sold out of the other ones. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, there must be a lot of autistic kids around here. Same thing with the Funyuns when they get low. I'm like, autism. Parents are shopping again.
oh my gosh.
gotta-
Uncrustables.
Oh, man.
There was a shortage.
There's been a run on those lately. And that's another one you see on the social channels with
Yeah.
the autism kids.
Oh, yeah.
Uncrustable. I wonder why. That, or is it just us lazy parents being like, please like this, please like
No,
this. This is
it's
so
not.
easy. Please.
No, it's not, but it is easy.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's probably much cheaper just to make a peanut butter and jelly, but
There should be something where it's like a subscription service where they just all this autistic food just shows up to your door once a week.
hey, don't say that. Maybe we can do that.
It's driving all over the place with
They
Funyuns.
do have like a cutout. Like you can make your own Uncrustable, but I feel like he would know.
Oh my God, he would.
And you'd have to buy white bread.
What? No, we're not doing that.
Well,
That's
I've
not
seen
even.
it.
No, here's the thing about the Uncrustable. You can't see the peanut butter and jelly. There's no way you can make that at home.
Well, you also, how can you put that much? I mean, it's pretty thick.
I know.
And you know what the grossest
use a
thing is? When our
machine.
other kids eat it, they eat it frozen.
Oh,
Ew.
I would do it.
You would?
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
'Cause I used to
I'm
dip-
like, how do you even bite through that?
No, I used to dip frozen bananas in peanut butter.
Well, that's good.
It's pretty much the same.
All right, fine.
It's a big
I guess you're right.
frozen block of ice with peanut butter on it. It's the same thing as the Uncrustable.
Okay.
Cal's on microwave like 10 seconds.
I do 15.
Ooh. I'm clearly in much more of a hurry than you. I got to get this Uncrustable out of the microwave now. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Go.
Oh my god.
Go.
Yeah, but he's 4.5 and we worry about if it's too hot, because he's not going to tell us. I do his pizza for 15 seconds.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing with temperature, with food. He will eat foods that you think would be gross, cold. He'll eat them.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of strange.
But pizza cold is good.
He has no problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other things too, like macaroni and cheese, he'll eat it cold. I've put it on the plate before, forgot to microwave it, and given it to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he eats it.
That's gross.
That sounds disgusting. It's get all waxy.
Anyways, there's so many different types of therapy once you're diagnosed with autism, and he did food therapy for a little bit. And we even added it in. His speech therapist did it too, to try to introduce certain foods, and he's pretty good with a spoon now.
Yeah.
He uses a spoon more than a fork.
These the foods of autism are. I mean, I used to say these. It is the insane foods of autism. Like, just what they like, how they like it, when they like it. Everything's insane. It's all backwards. Like, it's all backwards.
Yeah.
Pizza and French fries in the morning. Just, it's crazy. And tonight for breakfast or for dinner, he may want broccoli, steamed broccoli.
Yeah.
And he'll dip steamed broccoli in hummus.
Oh, yeah, he will.
Ugh. I like regular broccoli and hummus, but steamed? Ugh.
But I can never eat the same thing every day. But him eating the same thing every day also like changes the way his poop is, which
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
which I'm just going to talk about poop for a minute.
Why?
Because I saw a post about it. So it's really gross, but it's true. A common thing in the autism world is spreading feces. Okay? It's disgusting. He used to stick his hands in his diaper. So he was, I think at the time, he was like 3 years old, going to a preschool, and I'd have to find special onesies to put on him so he couldn't get it. The onesies that button up at the bottom, they're very hard to find for a bigger kid. Finally, he's gotten out of that stage, but basically, and people were asking, how do you get out of this stage, whatever. You just have to wait until they're ready. There's nothing really you can do.
No.
It was a huge issue. It was disgusting. But now really someone's with him 24/7 when he's awake. I just posted a picture yesterday. I was getting ready and he's in his high chair in our room because you have to be able to see him at all times. So we just kind of keep an eye on it.
That wasn't
Smell
as
his
bad as
diaper.
I thought it was going to be.
Well,
I thought you were going to get in depth.
No.
That's good.
But it is gross. I mean, it's gross, but there's nothing really. I mean, you can buy the onesies and stuff, but I feel like he kind of not grew out of it, but he's out of it right now.
Yeah. The potty training, and that's going to be a whole nother episode for sure. We may even bring someone else on for that because that's by far what I'm seeing a lot on all the channels.
Well, I'm not ready for that.
No, I know.
I know.
I'm just saying we'll talk about it down the road. But we're not ready for it, but it does have to happen.
It does have to happen. He's starting to get ready for it, which I can probably get him to pee on the potty, but the whole
he's done it before.
Bowel movement is
he's done it before.
Not going to be fun.
He's peed on the potty, and then
he does it before bath time.
Lauren,
regularly.
his therapist Lolo, gets him into hey, before we get in the bath, pee on the potty, and he's had some days where he's done it back to back to back to back. I don't know that he understands. Although now, though, I will say he's asking more and more for his diaper to be changed.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's starting to get to him of like, this is uncomfortable. Like, I don't like this anymore. And also, too, I think when it's cold and you're wearing a pee-soaked diaper.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I can see the signs just from our other kids. He's starting to be ready.
Trey, you need to wear something long sleeves.
There's a hoodie. No, long sleeve underneath your jersey.
Underneath your jersey. God,
sorry, we have all these kids and they don't want to wear long sleeves, but it's freezing outside.
It's freezing,
and they're going to be on the field.
I try to tell them, and that's baseball. Like you're in the dugout sometimes for like 20 minutes while the rest of the team is batting.
Yeah,
like you're going to freeze. It's not like football where you're moving the whole time. I was just trying to explain this to him yesterday. Like
right.
He's sitting there with a t-shirt on. God, why do I waste so much time? I could have made 100 Tombstone pizzas with only pepperoni on one side. By the time I told him all this, and he didn't even listen. Unbelievable.
Anyways, back to potty training. I follow all these autism.
Yes, please. We can't
I follow
miss
all
this.
these autism pages and stuff. And somebody was just asking about potty training because they have a 4-year-old, and it's like, when did your kid get potty trained? Not till the ages that the kids were potty trained were 6 to 10 years old.
Yeah, that's.
But I'm going to try this summer, and he will be turning 5 in July. And I think I can do the whole pee thing. I think the bowel movement, even with typical kids I'm just saying poop. Poop is a much harder.
It's hard too because we're in the pool so much because he loves the pool. Well, so he has a swim diaper on. Well, that's hard to be in the pool for all this time and then have to tell yourself to get out of the pool to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because you just used to floating in the pool and having fun in the pool.
Right.
So it's just kind of a little bit, the routine is a little stranger, I think, than most. He loves the pool. The weather where we live is great for pool weather nearly year round. And so, it's just the kind of thing where he just kind of he's used to just peeing in his diaper because he's in the pool in his pee diaper, his swim diaper. So it's just a hard thing to really break from his lifestyle.
I will say, and I don't know how much time.
We got to go because I got to get, it's 9:20. I got to get to the field.
Oh, gosh. But then we can talk about living in a cold place with an autistic kid. I mean, that would be terrible, because we spend a lot of time in the pool.
I know, but
all right, we'll go.
No.
We'll go.
It would be terrible for us, but for some people, it's perfect. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can't say that because.
Okay, fine. Well, I was just saying he likes the pool so much.
He does. But other kids, I remember I said my biggest fear is going up north and like seeing snow and him loving it. And then be like, oh, well, that's where he wants to be. That's what you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
It's just
it's a spectrum.
Yeah, it depends where they are in the spectrum. Jeez.
I'm still learning.
Yeah, well, we all are. All right, so yeah, you could see those videos. Just if you go to dailyautism.com, it's just easier to find the socials. That's a link tree. But whether it's Facebook or Instagram or whatever you're into, the links are there from us making the perfect Tombstone pepperoni pizza, the best ever.